talk a little bit about going to an event like Comic-Con. You get to meet some of your heroes.
Yeah.
At the same time, you're there for your project, and then you got to walk around with a mask on your face so that no one's tackling you while you're trying to actually enjoy the event. So you're at this crosshairs of really breaking it here in the States, and that's a very weird time and a very sort of big transition in your life.
It was easier when we did Shaun of the Dead. I think I told this story on Jimmy Fallon. I think I was doing a signing for Shaun of the Dead. Nobody knew who we were. There were people, hardcore space people, that had seen it on VHS, like they bought it,
like bootlegs
of it. And there were people. I bumped into people at my first Comic-Con with Tim and Daisy T-shirts on, like these two girls and I bumped into in the street, who were as shocked to see me as I was to see them. And I was like, "How the hell did you? What?" I couldn't believe it. But that just shows the dedication of the Comic-Con audience, who are just,
they're in deep.
Yeah,
Safe
they are.
To say they're in deep. Yeah.
All cons, it's people who love their stuff and want to go where other people love their stuff. But my first Comic-Con, I finished my Shaun of the Dead signing for a bunch of people who hadn't really seen the film. I think we'd had one showing in San Diego. Did the signing, kind of finished. There were maybe 50 people or whatever. And then I stood up, I walked over, joined the line to meet Carrie Fisher, and and just kind of was next to a guy who sort of turned around and went, "Hey, I just got your autograph for Shaun of the Dead and paid $15." And I'm like, "Sorry." And I went and I met Carrie Fisher and sort of had a moment with her that was...
it's a tremendous moment. Which you
mentioned
in the book.
I told her... I do document the whole thing in the book. I told her that I kissed her picture every night before I went to sleep when I was 7, which is true. I had a picture of her next to my bed, and every night I would kiss her goodnight because I fell in love with her. And I told Carrie this, and she sort of looked at me quite quizzically and said, "Do you feel better for telling me that?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And I walked away, and I've not met her since. I've never met her professionally, and I'm going to send her the book because she's in it. But
right.
I am aware of, like, last night I did a signing here in New York City at the Strand, and it was an amazing event.
Great place too.
Yeah. It was 4 hours of meeting wonderful people, and I always have that in the back of my head when I do those things that, without being too self-aggrandizing, these people have come to see me, and I want to make sure that everyone gets something out of that moment, because it means a lot. And Carrie Fisher was very sweet to have a little joke with me, and it meant something to me. So if, with the exception of the people that are just going to go sell the book on eBay, right. I want the people that do come to have a little, for us to have a connection, because it's important.